Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm filming a full face of drugstore makeup. I picked up a few new things that I'm excited to try, so let's get into it. Covergirl came out with a ton of different primers, 6 of them, a lot. Let's go through them. So this one is called Cashmere Calm. It's like a color neutralizing one with a nice green additive. There's this Jelly Opal Glow, so it's like a nourishing glowy effect primer. There's also a bronzy version of that one. This is a pore erasing one called Velvet Blur. There's also a grippy one, the Sticky Grip primer. And the last one is Plush Pump, which I assume is kind of just like a moisturizer disguised as a primer. I think the one I'm most enticed by is Sticky Grip. I kind of want to see how it compares to the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip or the Power Grip from e.l.f. I'll start with just 2 pumps. Feels more like a classic hair gel. Tresemme hair gel. Immediately spreading it out, I don't have the same kind of resistance that I do when I blend out the e.l.f. one. It feels more silky. I'll give it a moment to kind of hopefully activate. It doesn't feel that grippy, honestly. While that's drying down, I'm going to mix up a foundation shade. I'll be using my L'Oreal True Match Super-Blendable foundation. I'll list the specific shades on screen or in the description box because I lost the caps to these, which had the shade names on them. Okay, I think that's a good match. Oh, I guess it does feel a little bit more sticky now. It's not as an intense sensation as the e.l.f. Power Grip, but let's just, okay. I mean, she's stuck on there for a second. Okay, I believe in it. And I'm not trying a new foundation today. I'm going in with one that I know so I can really see how these new products react. If someone asks me what foundation I recommend from a drugstore, I always say this one because it's just so pretty and so seamless and effortless, like such an easy product to use. So far, that's laying on that primer pretty well. There's no weirdness at all. Looks good to me. So now for concealer, I'm going to use my NYX Pro Fix Stick in the shade Natural. I'm not going to set that right away because I have all of these fun sticks to try from Covergirl. Fun sticks. Me at a Magic Mike show, probably. Sorry. Let's take a peek at these contour shades first. Here are the bronzing and contouring shades. So we have Defined, Sculpted, Snatched, and Carved. This is like pretty gray on me. I think I'm just going to use a touch of this shade today, which was Sculpted. I'm gonna try drawing directly on my skin to see how that goes first. And I'll blend using my Rose Ink No. 3 brush. Okay, definitely kind of a stiffer formula. Kind of closer to the Fenty Beauty Match Sticks, but I feel as though they're maybe a little bit stiffer. And by that I mean like they kind of stick to one spot. Like you have to use more elbow grease to blend them out. It does seem like there is like a powder hybrid situation happening in it. So maybe that will help with longevity. I do feel as though I went in with a little much, which isn't a bad thing right now because I can easily edit that with my foundation brush, which was an e.l.f. liquid bronzer and contour duo brush. It's a good one for foundation. Kind of an interesting tone. It almost looks like I added a contour right here in my hollow and a little bit of like a neutral bronzer. Now on the other side, I'm going to try this way. I'm going to put some in the palm of my hand, then pick up from there and tap it on, which I think I'll prefer much better. That way the product gets really nice and warm in the palm of my hand here. And I can just gently add some as I go until I get my desired pigmentation level. Okay, yeah, I like the product used like this way better. You can kind of almost see like a vast difference in the applications. Like this looks a little bit patchier, whereas this is like kind of nice and smooth blended. I think I have to add another layer over here just to balance out both sides of my face. Now for highlights, I have 2 shades in the Covergirl sticks as well, but I also just received these. These are the Buttermelt highlighters from NYX. They look quite intense. So these two seem to be like normal highlights, the pink and the cream, but this purpley one on the front here, it says topper finish. So I don't think this is meant to just be used on its own, but it looks insanely glittery. That's like a really fun eyeshadow. I don't know if I would use this on my cheeks ever. It's in the shade number 1 Butta. And here are the other two. So this pink one is You Better Work, and the light one here is Bright and Butta. Honestly, they kind of give me more eyeshadow vibes. But let's see these sticks. There's Moonlight and Rose Beam. I'll go in with a touch of Moonlight, and then maybe after blush, I'll use a little bit of this pink because it does look really enticing to me. But similar thing, I'm going to put some in the palm of my hand and then I'll pick some up with a brush. This is a BMX 265 Glow Brush from Moda. And I'm kind of laying the product down like this, just so that that cream kind of adheres to my makeup. Then I'll wipe off my brush and then do little circular motions to really polish that into my skin. It's looking fairly glittery. Immediately, not my vibe, but it could be yours. I feel like very glittery highlights are becoming more and more on trend. I guess for some instances it's fun, but I don't know. Swatching all of these highlights brings me back to, oh, what was it? The Anastasia Beverly Hills like highlighting palette. What was it called? Holographic, like moon dust? Is it moon dust? That's what I'm kind of getting from these highlights right now. It's kind of fun. I just feel like it makes my skin look more grainy and textured than it actually is in this area. Not a fan of that. But now for the blushes, I have 4 shades in these. Let's give them a swatch. So in these shades, we've got Sweet Violet, Nude Flush, Radiant Peach, and Bubblegum Pop. I kind of dislike this kind of purple. I dislike purple almost in general, I think because I was horrified from Barney as a child. So I've written off purple my entire life. I just swatched a little bit of the pink Buttermelt highlight next to this shade right here, and it looks really pretty. I like the fade of that, and I also put it next to the cool pink, and that's like a very vibrant cheek moment. I kind of like the combo of these two. I'm gonna do that. Be prepared to see a 2016 cheek today. I think that's happening. Like, yes, I'll be glistening in the moonlight for sure. Ooh, I do like this blush stick. That's quite nice. Again, it's kind of like in the middle of like a really nice glowy cream and a powder, so I feel like it's not going to be so like greasy, so it's going to fade away. Like I kind of feel like it's gonna stick around a bit. At least I'm hopeful that it's going to stick around. But yeah, that was really cute, easy to use. But now let's like really amp it up with a little bit of this. And again, this is the Buttermelt highlight in the shade You Better Work. Okay, it's a little bit more silvery than pink. Actually, it added quite a bit of pink when it's not hitting the light. I'm going to start introducing some powders. I have 2 here. I have this MILANI Conceal and Perfect Blur Out powder, which sounds really nice for the under eyes. And I also have this one from e.l.f. It's the Halo Glow Powder Filter. One thing with this Halo Glow one, because of the name, I feel like it's going to be shimmery. And I don't know if I'm about that. Yeah. But first, MILANI under the eyes. And you know the drill with these. I hate them. Just let me get to my powder. Just dipping my powder puff up in there. At first I was feeling a little confident in this, but it's feeling like ultra drying and dehydrating. And I can't like, it's almost like, I don't know how to describe what it's doing. It's just making it look bad. Damn it. Okay, but there's the before and after. I mean, it did blur, but I feel like it's also looking weird. I don't know. It's not evening things like I like my powders to do. Usually I find this part extremely satisfying. So far, it's been a hit or miss with a lot of these products. And I feel like this is going to give flashback. Like, I feel like it's looks really invisible in person, but on screen, on my camera, I can like see like harsh line over here. And it looks like really white under my eyes, but in person, it doesn't. What's happening? Let's see this for a second. Oh God. Yeah, I knew it was gonna flash back. Like I could see it flashing back and there's no flash right now. Okay, well, conceal and perfect. More like uncover and exaggerate. Expose and highlight. Reveal and bad. Can't think of another one. I'm going to try the e.l.f. one now, the Halo Glow powder. And I'm using the shade Fair Neutral Cool. Damn it. That's literally making a highlight spot on my forehead. That's not setting anything. That's like making it look worse. Things are going downhill. Things are going downhill fast. Do I even persevere? Do I call it quits right now? Maybe. No. This could hopefully be entertaining. I don't know. Well, I'm just going to take a moment to do my brows, cool off a little bit, and I'll be right back. I fear I'm on my way to my transformation looking like this today. Okay, let's see if the prophecy is true. Perhaps I can go like slightly grunge with it, and then with this fun shimmer, I think that potentially could save this look a little bit. Distract you from the spotlight on my forehead and my dry, crispy under eyes. Let's see. Taking my Maybelline TattooStudio Smoky Black Liner, I'm going to put this in my waterline. And kind of rubbed in my lashes a bit. And then I'll just take an angled brush and I'll start blending this before it kind of sets in. Guys, I can feel you guys losing hope in me right now. I'm allowed to lose hope in myself, but you have to stick with me, please. Okay, I'm cheating a little bit. I'm taking a contour powder and I'm kind of rubbing it on my lash line right here just to kind of lighten things up a bit, smoke it out. I'm going to use this eyeshadow. This is the Fine as Fleck Glitter Shadow in the shade Straight Fire, which is like a fun berry base with kind of a green blue reflect. I love these types of shades. Maybe if I add a touch of this shade, this is the shade Champagne Showers. Or maybe, actually, hello, purple, which is gonna match the little girl even more. The purple topper from NYX. Okay, this is the hardest component to open ever for me right now. Maybe it's a sign. Oh God, is this a funny video? I hope so, because I'm honestly feeling a little stressed. Can't win them all, right? I got it. Mascara helped, as it always does. But now for lips, I'm going to line them first with the Rimmel London Lasting Finish Lip Liner in the shade Cappuccino. Since I dove headfirst into like kind of a grungier look, this looks like the perfect shade. Ooh, I quite like this formula. Nice and glidey, but a little bit stiff, so it's not too soft or anything. I kind of really dig that color too. It's like very cool, but it has a little bit of like a purpley hue to it instead of gray green, which a lot of like these kind of cooler tones pull on me. And I have these Maybelline Superstay Teddy Tints, really nice blurry lipsticks. So I have this pinky shade, which might pull in kind of like the tones in the blush, or this shade Skinny Dip 15. The pink one, 45 Pinky Promise. This is 15 Skinny Dip, kind of like a rosewoody shade. Maybe I'll go in with both. And I'm using this applicator to really blend the line here of that lip liner. I actually like that lip combo. Ooh, I quite like this formula. It feels very much like the MAC Powder Kiss liquid lipsticks. It's kind of giving like pre-shower makeup because that's exactly where I'm headed after this, the shower. I'm kind of like dunking on it a little extra just for giggles, okay? I don't hate it that bad. I kind of feel like there's a little bit of a serve somewhere in here, but there is just 3 things that I actually like coming out of today's video. Actually 4. The lip liner, the Covergirl Trublend Skin Enhancer Sticky Grip Primer. I'm going to try to use this especially because I'm very close to finishing my e.l.f. Power Grip. So I'm excited to try something new, but kind of same, but different. And I do really like this. I like the bronzer one that I used and the blush I used today. I think this color is really cute and perfect for every day. And I do like the tone of this, especially on this side of my face. So there's a few things that worked out today, but the rest here, gotta say, no, it's not. It's gonna be a no from me. But I'll have everything I used listed and linked in the description box down below, so feel free to check that out, and I'll see you in my next upload. Bye!